Hi guys, Robbie46 here, welcome yourselves to round 5 of the Super Sport League on Ride 2 on the Xbox One. This will mark the halfway point after this race of the league, with 5 races remaining after this one. So let's go and get this one started. So we get everyone ready to go. So here we go, round 5 of the league, Super Sport League. Off we go. Off the line, I got a pretty decent start, and I think most other people got pretty good starts as well, but you'll notice a Kawasaki incoming. So we go into the first corner, and we go back down to second as Moorland 97 takes the lead. Into the second corner, he goes a bit wide, so I managed to cut back underneath him and go back into the lead as we go up the hill, knowing that Kawasaki's going to come past with that speed. A bit further back, Chutney BMX unfortunately had a crash on his Triumph as he goes into the second corner. The rear comes round and unfortunately high sides him. Then you notice someone else just went down there. That was actually Nicole, so he actually went back down to last place on the Suzuki. And then back with me, Moorland's just come back past as we're going up the hill, and then down the hill into the left-hander. Try to get underneath him, but don't quite work. As we go over the little jump, more of a jump on the super bikes than the super sport. Trying to get a good run out of here, which I do, so back into the lead. Downhill, Moorland comes up back underneath me. So back down to second. We've got someone close by in third place. We get underneath Moorland, but get a little bit wide, so he comes back underneath. And then onto the fast part of the track. Got the right hand kink coming up. Of course, this is the kink course, we're not doing the chicane course, just because no one really likes it. So Moorland with a tiny bit of a lead at the moment. On the brakes. Trying to reel him back in. Trying to get some good exits at the corners just to reel him back in a little bit, because we've got the very long straight coming up. He didn't get the best of runs through the last corner, but we did. So it's time to use his slipstream. Managed to overtake him slightly. And he uses a slipstream on us. Into the first corner. Hitting the rear a little bit. Still in the lead. And into second corner, he comes underneath us. Give him a little bit of room, try to cut back. Doesn't quite work, so it's time to use his slipstream again. See if we can get him going up the hill. At the moment, now we pick up the slipstream. Took us a little while to pick it up. We're back into the lead. Down the hill into this horrible left-hander. Get that wrong and you either go completely off track or end up crashing. Try just to come underneath there. Not quite. As we go right. Now I'm trying to see if I can pull away from him a little bit. And that Kawasaki's going to be quick on that straight. So I have to try and make it all up through the corners. We've got half a second lead at the moment, which is the biggest lead we've had so far. Out of here. I'm expecting a Kawasaki to come past at some point during this. Get a good run out. And at the moment, we're doing alright. We go on the brakes. And then he comes underneath us. Came from way back. Manages to get into the lead. And then we've got Mr. Troyolo just behind us on another Suzuki, trying to get underneath us into the final corner. He does so, which cocks up my exit. So time to use his slipstream whilst he uses Morlan's to see if we can both get past that pesky Kawasaki. Almost alongside Mr. Troyolo, but he's still using Morlan's slipstream, so I get in it as well into the first corner. And managed to get into the lead. Went a bit wide though, as there was a little bit of a collision. And then into the next corner, Mr. Troyolo goes around the outside and unfortunately tagged from behind from Morland, and we both go down, which we've got from Mr. Troyolo's perspective. So that's going into the first corner. That's everyone bumping and barging through the first corner. And he goes around the outside of us and gets hit by us going down as well, which does allow Surfing Kid to get into the lead momentarily. Then we've got Morland's perspective as well, into the corner, and then down we go. So we're back down to 4th place with a bit of work to do as 2 bikes go past us. So we're back down to 6th place. So at the moment it's not going that great, but got to try and see if we can catch back up with the leaders. So we make 1 position up as Jamie went very wide, so we're back up to 5th, and then try to get underneath my sweaty Gibbons. And just about do so. But he comes back underneath through the right-hander. So still 5th place at the moment, but he goes in very wide, so we go back up to 4th place. Have a 1.5 second gap to Nicole now, who is in 3rd place. So you've got Surfing Kid who's in the lead, Mr. Troyolo in 2nd, and Nicole in 3rd at the moment. So we go through the kink. So you've got a lot of work to do to try and catch him up. Try my best to keep it nice and tidy. So they're not that far away. The thing is, if they were going to start battling as well, they were going to start coming back to me as well, because obviously they're getting each other's way and slow each other down. So you just saw that Jamie actually disconnected. I don't know whether that was connection issues or whether he quit or whatever, I don't know. But we're still in 4th. We've got someone not that far behind us at the moment. You see those 3 in the distance just trying to get in each other's slipstreams. So the gap's still pretty much exactly the same. So start of lap number 4 now. Into the first corner. That gap looks like it's come down slightly. Trying to get a good run out of here. Yeah, that gap visibly looks like it's come down. See when we go over the split. Yeah, it's come down a little bit. 3/10. Downhill we go. So we are slowly clawing our way back up to the front. Bit of a wheelie there. Okay, right to the grass, which didn't help us. As we go down here, we've got someone right behind us who went a bit wide. So it's still 1.2 the gap. In fact, that's to Surfing Kid now, who's dropped back from the leaders. We've got someone who over our rear now. Pesky Kawasaki again, my sweaty Gibbons comes through. So we're back down to 5th place. But at least now we got someone's slipstream to use to try and help us get up to the front guys. And you see, that was actually Mr. Troyolo who crashed there. So we get past him up to 4th. and we'll see what happened to him from his perspective, because he had a little bit of an incident with Nicole, although both riders were happy that as a racing incident and didn't want any further action taken. Nicole goes into the lead, Mr. Troilo outbrakes him, and then not entirely sure what happened there, but unfortunately Mr. Troilo ended up crashing, and then we go past. So that was that, and back with me. So we're currently in 4th place. Now we've got to see if we can use this Kawasaki Slipstream. Definitely gets that corners better. Just trying to get into it. So we start to go into the final corner, the first corner even on lap number 5. And the lead has broken away a little bit. Obviously with Mr. Troilo going down, that's left Nicole in the lead with Surfing Kid in 2nd. My Sweaty Gibbons 3rd, and I'm in 4th at the moment. And we've got Mr. Troilo just behind us in 5th place. On to lap number 6 now, because not much happened on lap number 5. And My Sweaty Gibbons has actually got past Surfing Kid, so he was up to 2nd, Surfing Kid down to 3rd, and I was catching both of them because they were going to start battling. We're almost with him. Nicole had a little bit of a lead now, so all the fighting helping him to just get away. And we still got Mr. Troilo just over a 2nd behind us. Here we go. Sweaty Gibbons went a bit wide there, and actually slowed them both down a little bit. That helped us catch up, as we're almost on the back of them now. And then as we go through the right-hander, I got really good drive. I managed to surprise both of them by going through the middle, and we were up to 2nd place. And then got dive bombed by Surfing Kid there, but managed to keep into 2nd, but My Sweaty Gibbons comes underneath us. So now we're back down in 3rd. Surfing Kid tries to get underneath both of us, but doesn't quite work. So 3rd at the moment, sandwiched by 2 Kawasaki's. Now we've got to see if we can get any further up. Surfing Kid goes past us. My Sweaty Gibbons went a bit too deep there. We've got to try and get Surfing Kid on the left-hander. Do so. So back up to 3rd. To the final corner. That has allowed Mr. Troilo to catch back up. Now it's time to use Slipstream. Troilo using My Slipstream. Then going into the first corner. Again, get hit from behind and down I go. But Surfing Kid did actually wait and let me back past, so all is fine. So we're back up to 4th place now. We've got Surfing Kid just behind us, and more. I don't know who that is actually in 6th place. I think it's CA Specialised. Go downhill. Trying to stay in 4th. Surfing Kid tries to come underneath us. Then we get back underneath him. At this point we've completely lost contact with the front 3 now. So it's going to be if I could stay in 4th, or would I lose another 2 positions to a couple of Kawasaki's. Just trying to see if I can pull away from them, try and get a decent lap going without anyone coming up the inside. We're slightly pulled away at that right-hand kink. Making sure I don't outbrake myself as well. Got on the curb there, which lost me a little bit of drive. Through the left-hander. Half a second we had over Surfing Kid in 5th, and a pretty big gap to Mr. Troilo. We can just about see in the distance, but it was going to take a bit of a miracle to catch him. So it was over 4 seconds, so that wasn't going to happen. We are of course on lap number 8. So trying to pull away from Surfing Kid and CA Specialized just behind. I think someone just crashed there. Actually heard someone's revs drop there, and one of the dots stopped moving, so I don't actually know which one that was. I think it was Surfing Kid, because the CA Specialized is now in 5th. And someone else has just crashed ahead of us. And I think that was My Sweaty Gibbons. So Mr. Troilo has just moved back up to 2nd place. Nicole got a huge lead at the moment. Now we've got to see if we can actually catch up to My Sweaty Gibbons. See what the gap is. 2.2 seconds. Got a couple of laps. Could I catch him? I was going to try, but well, just had to do what I could. He was obviously going to try and catch up to Mr. Troilo. I was really lucky then because I put my rear on the grass as a 1 on the brake, so luckily managed to get it stop in time for the corner. Not the best of laps for me. We've lost a little bit of time, lost 3/10. Got over 3 seconds to CA Specialized behind us. Okay, that's the end of lap number 8. We're going to skip forward to lap number 10 now because nothing happened on lap number 9. So final lap. Mr. Troilo and CA Specialized were battling. And I was hoping that they were going to start slowing each other down a little bit. See if I could catch back up to them. Because it's quite a long lap around Road America. It's over 2-minute laps. So could I get up to him? It was 3.1, so it actually gone up, but I just done my fastest first sector. By quite a margin as well. I was like 3/10 quicker. Put a bit of a wheelie. Trying to keep it tidy, but at the same time trying to push as well, because when I saw that I just done my quickest first sector, I was gunning for it, and I could just about see him there as well. One of them had just dropped back slightly. We're going 2.7 seconds quicker than any of our previous laps somehow. I think it's just because this was one of my actual cleanest laps. Through the kink. But of course we are coming to the end of this lap now. There's not long left. Just hoping that they were going to slow each other down loads, but they were keeping out of each other's way just about. 3.2 seconds. 5.3 back to CA Specialised. So there we go. It was going to be, unfortunately, a 4th place. There we go. Nicole, good win for him, as he did end up going back down to last place in just after the second corner. So to come back and win, really good race from him. Mr. Troilo just about kept off Mike Sweaty Gibbons for second, Mike Sweaty Gibbons in third. I managed to salvage 4th. CA Specialised in 5th. Surfing Kid gets 6th. Moorland ended up in 7th place. Morgan in 8th. Chutney BMX in 9th place. Biker 10th. And then we have Blunt Scooters in 11th. And Jamie, who disconnected, gets 12th place. So that was the end of the race. Interesting race. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to see if I could battle with the front guys, but unfortunately got hit in the rear twice. So ended up crashing twice. But also on the last lap, just to show you how close Mr. Troilo and my Sweaty Gibbons were. So this is coming out the last corner. We're on with Mr. Troilo. You'll see him keep looking behind him because that Kawasaki is gaining and gaining fast. As they go across the line, he just about clinches it. So just took 2nd place. So the championship at the moment, as it stands, I am in the lead still with 103 points. Now Mr. Troilo is moved back up to 2nd place with 88 points, but just 1 point behind him now is Nicole with 87 points. Moorland goes down to 4th with 83. So those 3 are really close together at the moment. Surfing Kid is in 5th with 56 points. Morgan in 6th with 45. Chutney BMX in 7th with 35 points. He goes ahead of Biker now by 1 point, who's in 8th with 34 points. Blunt Scooters in 9th with 32 points, so just 3 points separating those 3. CA Specialised in his 2nd race moves up to 10th place with 28 points. My Sweaty Gibbons, his 1st race, in 11th place with his 16 points. Jamie is in 12th with 13 points. Danny D in 13th with 7 points. And Shuggy in 14th with 5 points. So a mixed race. I was quite happy at the end of it just because I did manage to salvage 4th place. It could have been a whole lot worse. It could have been better as well, but it is what it is, and we'll go on to the next one and hopefully get a decent result there. The next race will be at Magny-Cours, and that will be next Monday, which is the 20th of February. That's going to be an interesting race. We've got a few really, really slow hairpins, so hopefully everyone will keep it clean and we can have some really good racing there as well. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you!